I know this is painful, but we got to do it. Obama in Johannesburg, South Africa on Tuesday. I want you to listen to this. You've heard a lot of what he said. You didn't hear this. Cut 11, go.
For almost all countries, progress is going to depend on an inclusive market-based system. One that offers education for every child, that protects collective bargaining and secures the rights of every worker, that breaks up monopolies to encourage competition in small and medium-sized businesses, and has laws that root out corruption and ensures fair dealing in business, that maintains some form of progressive taxation so that rich people are still rich, but they're given a little bit back to make sure that everybody else has something, to pay for universal health care and retirement security, and invests in infrastructure and scientific research that builds platforms for innovation. I should add, by the way, right now I'm actually surprised by how much money I got. And let me tell you something. I don't have half as much as most of these folks, or a tenth or 100th. There's only so much you can eat. There's only so big a house you can have.
There's only so big a mouth he can have, but he's got one. I love the way these new millionaires and new billionaires personalize it. Like they're so generous. They're so generous. Look at me. I've got one. Look at me. Let me explain something. Basic economics is not Barack Obama's strong point. The issue isn't how big his house is, how many cars he has, how many trips he takes. That's not the issue. We can't build an economy based on what he thinks somebody should or shouldn't have, or his view of what somebody should or shouldn't have, and then impose his will through government. Let's say he has a 20,000 square foot house. I wouldn't, but let's say he does. Look at all the stuff that goes into that house. Cement, rebar, aluminum, electrical work, fixtures, plumbing work, fences, a roof, floors, tile, carpet, wood. I don't even know everything that goes into the house. Who does he think makes all that stuff? Millionaires and billionaires? People work every day making nails and screws and hammers and screwdrivers and drills and saws and all the stuff that goes into a house. Just like it's an apartment complex or a skyscraper or an automobile or a yacht or a rowboat or a pencil. It used to be that presidents would give speeches about success, about becoming wealthy, about embracing opportunity. Everything he said there is the laundry list of the left. Everything he said there requires an all-powerful central government to decide who gets what, who keeps what, who winds up with what. He rejects liberty. He rejects liberty. He, Clinton, I don't need as much as I have, and yet they demand enormous speaking fees. They demand enormous fees for writing, or have people ghostwriting their books. Enormous fees from Netflix. Enormous. And then they'll take a knee about how America is socially unjust. Our economic system is not based on what Barack Obama needs, thinks he needs, or thinks we need. The economic system is a competitive market-based system. How many decades have Obama and his ilk talked about free education? We have free education all the way up through high school. Now, not free in the sense that nobody pays. You pay confiscatory property taxes in most states to pay for that education. But anyone up to the age of whatever it is in your state has an opportunity to participate in that. We have all kinds of colleges and universities. Some 2 years, community colleges, some 4 years, and heavily subsidized. The issue isn't what more can the government do and how much more money the government can spend and how these geniuses can rearrange society and remake human nature and do all these things that they are endlessly trying to do, which winds up in poverty and bleakness and darkness and regression, so forth and so on. We need to embrace the Enlightenment. We need to embrace private property rights. We need to embrace individual liberty. Those words never leave Obama's mouth. And yet there wouldn't be anything to redistribute but for that. Socialism doesn't create anything. Let me read it. Socialism doesn't create anything. It's a government-centric, ideologically driven distribution system. Socialism doesn't create nails, it doesn't create doors, it doesn't create paint, it doesn't create anything. Capitalism does. Socialism, taken to its logical extreme, is communism. Capitalism, taken to its logical extreme, is capitalism. Socialism, taken to its logical extreme, is a police state. Capitalism, taken to its logical extreme, is a free country. That's the way it works.